the second one is actually gone. What are we gonna put inside? What do you think is gonna work really well? Counting the main one, and the second one is actually gone. What are we gonna put inside? What do you think is gonna work really well? Counting the main one.
See?
Anyway, thank you all for coming again for Barista Nation. Our second time in Canada, British Columbia, and the second time we've hosted it. We're very delighted to have you all here.
You guys had a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to be up here speaking for all of you guys and girls. And you know, Vancouver is so interesting. Last time I was up here was for the last Barista Nation. I took a coffee tour. I went to a lot of the shops around. I was just really impressed with the coffee scene up here. It seems like you guys just have such a progressive way of doing things up here. And honestly, I travel around on the whole coffee trade show circuit, and I gotta say, I think Vancouver is one of the most progressive cities in North America when it comes to coffee. Your espresso is coming out between 195 to 205 degrees. So because of that, you're going to literally sear your espresso and make it taste awful. So whenever you do this, you don't want to use a ton of water. So you want to apply your first 20 pounds, come up, give it a shake. This is where we don't knock. Just give it a shake. It isn't going to fall out. Right? Give it a shake. Come back one more time and hit it at 30 pounds. And if you notice, I'm not doing this. I'm slowly easing up to it, slowly easing out of it. And that way I have control and I'm not spiking at inconsistent numbers.
Some of you guys are taking the opportunity to look at these coffees already, but the focus of this session, or this whole experience here at Barista Nation, is on seasonality. And it's a good time of year to talk about, focus on seasonality at the cupping table, because a lot of great coffees are coming in this year. I'm curious how you guys have experienced seasonality in your own business. It's been really great over the last few years to see a lot more people in the roasting side of things, the barista side of things, and the consumer getting more interested in seasonality and more aware that coffee is in fact an agricultural product. Next to that is a neighboring farm called Santa Gema. And the producer here is Mario Vilches. So this is also in Mezonte. This coffee is interesting because it's a maracatura, so it's one of those large bean coffees, and it's also a natural processed coffee. So we've got two naturals. This one, however, is a maracatura. And I like to, sometimes this cupping thing can be daunting to people who are new to it, and I think about the wine industry and how it seems like this kind of very refined, esoteric thing when you're talking about like blackberry and sandalwood and what a clove and all that stuff.
Tobacco.
You also want to be thinking about aftertaste, which is after you spit the coffee or swallow it, what's left over? Is it clean and quick finishing, or does it linger for a long time? And is it positive or negative? Because obviously if it lingers for a long time, then it's truly...
And what we're going to do is we're going to sample and we're going to taste test with simple syrups. Now simple syrups are great because a cup of sugar usually costs you about 35 cents. It could be less if you're buying bulk. And you mix it with water and a couple other ingredients, and when you break it down per fluid ounce, it ends up being anywhere from 2 cents up to 10 cents for an ounce. Now, one of the great markets for tea is that the price is really never going to increase. I think it's owed to Adagio, right? It's an online market for tea, and it keeps everybody equally competitive with the pricing on that. So tea is something you can always make revenue off of. You just, I mean, it's literally just about finding ways to utilize it.
One is enough? No.
Strawberry,
Okay.
basil, a bit of lemon.
It's got a lot of berries, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very berry tea. And then carbonate the whole thing. That's awesome.
Shake it up. Add some ice.
We're going to use, and we use again Earl Grey. For mashing. Yep. Basil, some basil syrup, blueberries. I like it.
Shot glass.
Just to let the temperature come back down.
Okay. I was running a few things through the portafilter trying to get the,
So I dropped it down to 91, and hopefully this will cool it off.
so this is the actual temperature.
Right.
You want to mash up the blueberries too?
Yeah.
How'd you come up with your estimate?
From brainstorming.
Estimate.
Yeah.
How about? Well, we have a winner, and I gotta tell you, I'm really impressed with all three drinks. You guys did a great job at incorporating the different ingredients and making something perfect for a glorious summer day like we have today. I really liked the tea flavor came through in all three of the drinks. I think one drink did a better job at creating an overall experience than the other two, and a little more refreshing drink. And the winner is. You get back to it.
If you guys want to make it up in the lab, we'll get them for you. And if anyone wants to taste them, go ahead.
Yeah.